Morning, everybody. Originally, I was gonna post this for. Had to. Doesn't matter. This is especially for Steph, but I think it affects a lot of people in our team. So we're gonna talk about sleep, what to do before sleep, when you wake up, and then the day after if you've had disrupted sleep. So some of it's very generic. I'm sure you've heard it before. Your room should be as cold, as dark, as quiet as possible. No screen activity 60 to 90 minutes before sleep. Um, it affects your melatonin production. Last coffee between by noon, latest two. So coffee has a half life of 8 hours. So if you have a cup of coffee at 3 o'clock, half of that caffeine is still in your system at 9. Magnesium can help with sleep. It helps relax you. 200 milligrams. A female can take 400 milligrams of magnesium per day. I usually advise my guys to split it up. 200 milligrams at breakfast, 200 milligrams with dinner. If you're a shift worker, melatonin before bed can help. Alcohol, even a small amount can affect your sleep. So it helps put you asleep, but it disrupts deep sleep, and then you wake between 2 and 3. So if you've had a glass of wine or two and you wake up, just make note how often that happens, and you'll know if it's the wine. It can also be a blood sugar response. If you're waking between 2 and 4, it's usually a blood sugar drop, an insulin drop, or cortisol spike. Especially if your dinner was light, protein was low, or there was a big gap between dinner and bedtime, that can cause those hormone response. Getting 5 to 10 minutes of natural light, 30 to 60 minutes upon awakening, can help set your melatonin for nighttime. So it helps regulate your circadian rhythm. And it's super easy to do. Open up all the windows, go out for a walk if it's nice. A temperature drop before bed can help. So a warm shower or bath will actually cool that body down, which will signal sleep. And then we know there's hormonal changes. We've all experienced this. As we age, progesterone drops. That reduces, there's a less calming effect. Progesterone is that calming hormone. So you get more wake ups. If you are wired and tired, and that means like you can't fall asleep, but in the morning you're super tired, can't get out of bed, that's a signal that you've got some cortisol dysregulation, and then we should focus, or you should focus on managing your cortisol. Okay, I recently learned this. This is what I especially wanted to share with Steph, and I've been meaning to do it for like 2 weeks now. And I forget the doctor that I heard this. It was brand new to me. I've tested it. Love this situation. So you wake up in the middle of the night, you can't get back to sleep. Do 3 to 4 rounds of box breathing. So box breathing is a deep inhale, like a count of 3 or 4, hold for 3 or 4, exhale for 3 or 4, and hold again. Big inhale, exhale, 3 rounds. That taps into your vagus nerve, which is the biggest nerve in the body, and it will tap into your sympathetic nervous system and calm you down. Then, so you do your round. Then we're going to tense and relax our body from the toes to the head. So start with your toe. And sometimes I don't like doing this part. I don't know why, but I don't want to get all tense. But tense your toes and feet, and then relax. Tighten your calves, relax. Hamstring, butt, lower back, upper back, arms, blah, blah, blah. Then you're going to take a word and you're going to substitute each letter in that word for a different word. So, and I like to use nouns. I don't remember him saying that, but that's what I like to do. So take the word like ignite, for example. I, icicle. G, gold. N, net, as in pickleball net. You go through your word, and sometimes I'll do 2 rounds of that whole thing, but I normally don't make it to the second round. So let me know if you try it. I'd be super curious to know if it worked for you as well. Okay, the following morning, if you get up and your sleep has been disrupted, no matter what you do, Nothing helped. Creatine. So research is suggesting that creatine can mitigate the negative cognitive effects of sleep deprivation. Now, typical dosage is 3 to 5 grams daily for performance. The bodybuilders have been doing that for years, and muscle building and so on. That's not enough for the cognitive function we're talking about. So 20 to 35 grams or 25 grams can help your brain function when your sleep is off. What I would do if you've never used creatine is like start with 10 grams, no ill effects. Next time go to 15, next time go to 20. Okay. And then I will say, if you do want to order creatine and you want to save a little money, DM me or post here and I can give you a link where you can get a discount on products. The other thing I want to mention is a lot of us, and I used to do this, that's why I can speak to this so relevantly or accurately. We wake up and we spiral. Oh my God, I can't get to sleep. I don't want to give it a function tomorrow. And we start to panic. That's not going to help. And know that a little bit of rest is also beneficial, even if you're not fully asleep. I'm sorry about the glare. It's distracting me. I turn my head and I can see the glare from the window. I should have shut it. Anyhow, so just know that lying there, resting is still beneficial. Don't get up. Women tell me, I get up, they do laundry and shit and go back. No, stay in bed. In closing, I just want to point out that sleep isn't just what you do at nighttime, but it's how you live your life throughout the whole day. So let me know if you've got questions, post them in the comments, tag me so I don't miss it, and I will see you guys next week.